Hello, in this video I would like to show you how to write a slightly larger program. We're going to start from the beginning and we're going to run AVR Studio. We'll say Alt F for File, New, Project, hit Enter. We're going to type in a name. I'm going to call this one test number 5 and hit Enter. Oh, and I would like to point out that we want to make sure that we select the assembler up here as opposed to the C++. So don't select the C++, select the assembler. It was already selected for me. So we'll hit Enter. Next, we type in the device number that we are going to program, which today for us will be a tiny 13. Next, we have the area for the code on the left. This is where we're going to type our program. And as you know, our program will start with a .org. Location 0. All programs start at location 0. It's a good idea to have a comment at the top saying what this is and what it does. This is going to be program number 2. It won't do too much other than to show you some of the instructions that you can use. So what instructions can we use? Well, tell you what, first of all, let's keep in mind that our R registers are from 0 to 15 and R16 to R31. The lower ones you may not use LDI with. The upper ones right here, you can use LDI. What I mean by that is, you can do this. LDI. But you can't do this. The second line will be an error, and let's just test that. We'll do an Alt build very quickly, and it says invalid register on the right. It shows you line number 5, and this is the offending line right here. So we can't have that. But what we can do, if we wanted to, is you can do a clear on R15. That's okay. So we'll leave that one. You can do a subtract immediate. But again, the immediate subtraction can only be used on the upper registers. So we have to pick like an R16. By the way, what's the answer to this line, knowing that it was loaded with a 1? Well, the subtraction of 2 will give us a -1. We can decrement a register. We can't do this. There is no such command as add immediate. It doesn't exist. So what you have to do, if you want to do an add, you'll have to do this. You'll have to load immediate R17 with a number, like 7. And now you can add two numbers together by using a add R16 R17. Now the two numbers are added together. What this gives you is R16 equals R16 plus R17. Whatever numbers you had in there is what you'll get in the final result for R16. Okay. Remember, if you want to use hex or base 2, for base 2, you use a 0B to precede the number. If you want to use hex, you do a 0x in front of it. We have the AND immediate. This example kills all the bits in register 19 except the lowest bit. That's the only bit that's left standing when you AND it with a 0, 1. The OR immediate on R19 will OR the numbers together bit by bit. And so if we do something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will make all the bits a 1 save for the lowest one. That bit will be unaffected, but the other bits will become a 1. You can move one register into another. Like, for example, R16 becomes the value from R19. You can take the negative of a number, or the 2's complement, by saying neg. And the register would be, we'll pick one. Let's pick R19. And so there we have some very common instructions in assembly. Let's see if we've made any mistakes, though. We'll say Alt build, build. Well, there's no errors as shown by the right. And it shows us also that we've used 24 bytes of the memory, so we must have 12 lines of code. Well, at this point, what you can do is you can either simulate the program, which is a good way to go, and you don't need any hardware to simulate it. You can simulate it right here in AVR Studio, or if you want, you can program the chip by downloading it to the chip. We won't do either one of those in this video today. The next video shows an example of using the simulator. So at this point, we're going to stop the video and let you continue.